in all of college football, mostly because the Utah Utes are always a handful. This game today could be an inflection point for both of these teams, as each hoping to use it as a springboard to get into the top 25. Stanford about to tee it up to get this one going. Fair catch called for and made. So the Utah Utes offense will get the first possession of the game. And all eyes will be on this man because he is electrifying every time he touches the ball.
I mean, so much fun to watch. Can hit home runs, can make big plays. Everything in this offense starts with that grown man.
What I really like about him, too, is he's versatile, right? He can carry the rock, he can catch the football, he's good at blocking. This guy stays on the field for a reason.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. And they'll come to the line just needing a few chain links for a first down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down.
Yeah, you start day one of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a first down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. They're not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need them.
Fires the pass, intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Dropping back, it's Peters. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. If you had a DB on the bingo card for the first sack of the game, you win.
Man, and I've been here before, Reese. Like, I can hear the trash talk right now. Like, wait a minute. I got to cover everybody in the back end, and I'm going to get sacks? Like, hey, defensive line, you want to get me some sacks? Or I guess I'll do it myself.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Get it out on the screen. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be fourth down. Stanford lines up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. He won't be able to return this one as it goes out of bounds. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You've got to go out. You've got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this round.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense, sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
From the gun, the running back has it. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. Both of these teams right on the fringe of the top 25. This is a type of game that can help you earn some respect.
Absolutely. I mean, both these teams sitting right outside the top 25 have a great opportunity to get a good quality win and start to build momentum early in this season and see what kind of squad you're going to have, Palmer.
Both of these teams just want respect. They've worked so hard all offseason, all season up to this point to try to get that number beside their name. And this is the game. If you win it, you're going to get it.
The Utes with the 1st and 10. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. They'll throw it on first down. And it's picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they'll drag him down after a... The interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this is a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position. And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
He's got an open man. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. That completion delivers a first down. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Fires downfield. Oh, picked off. He'll try to take it back. Past the 50. The 30. The 20. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Utes. He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Alabama rolled to victory, flexing an offensive muscle that almost reminded folks of the record-setting team led by Mac Jones, Najee Harris, and Devontae Smith. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Here's the give off the left side. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
You love to deliver a punch on the first play of the drive. They've got it at the 46 on first down. Breaking out the jet sweep.
Great job by the defense there slowing down that jet sweep. And a big key was the defensive end containing the play, forcing the receiver to cut back inside to where all the traffic was.
Now on second down. Here's a quick throw out to the left. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Looking downfield, it's Peters. Takes a hit as he fires. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Homer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle, it's McConnell. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
From the gun, running back gets the give. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. They can run the football on third downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that's why they've been so successful this season.
And the Utes will have it 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's McConnell. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
Nice play design on that one. You make it easy for your quarterback, too, because it's easy to see what's happening right in front of you. Over the middle of the field, you can see where defenders are dropping. You can see where the soft spots are in zone coverage. And just a really nice job by the QB locating his guy and making an accurate throw.
Open space at the 25. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He'll pull it down and run. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Utah has the lead here. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. The Utes looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Tackled after picking up the first down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
And the Utes trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. He's looking to pass. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Quarterback just has to be more aware of the situation. First down, goal-to-go situation. You cannot take a sack. So the QB, if no one's open, you got to make sure you're throwing that ball out of the end zone and helping your offense out.
On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Finds his man down the middle. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
Hard-hitting tackle.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Pollard.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
They'll try to run it in. He is denied. Stopped just short of the goal line. Pushed his way to the 1 and could go no further, and they'll turn it over on downs. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team?
You just can't go backwards. There he did, and they swarmed him for a safety. So after taking the safety, they'll line up for a free kick from their own 20. He'll field the punt and look for room. They get him corralled, but not before he gets that return out to the 35. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. A really disappointing end to that last drive, David. Getting stopped on 4th and goal, they'll try to regroup.
Yeah, and I think I'm preaching to my squad right now. Listen, we drove the ball down the field. We didn't just punch it in. Let's put another drive together, Jesse, and this time, let's get some points.
You're right, because there were a lot of positives on that lap.
Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. And he will step out of bounds, but what a play to get the ball back for his offense.
Defensive backs have tough jobs. I mean, You think about whether you play nickel, whether you play dime, whatever it is, you put more DBs on the field. It's more speed. It's more guys that can cover, but they also got to cover that ground. But to cover the ground and make the pick, a lot of times you don't see that. Superb effort by that guy.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to throw, it's Peters. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Makes his connection. And he's going to be just short of the first down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach. And they decide to trot out the kicker. And he'll need a little distance and accuracy, a 42-yarder from the left hash. Never a doubt.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over. And while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart.
And he's running in the open. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll leave it with the lone back. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the run, it's Freeman. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Got him looking run. He wants to throw. They're working that left side. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? Part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps.
And the sack all the way back at the 5.
And now if I was the offense, I'd think about getting the football maybe out on the perimeter somewhere because you're getting beaten and eaten alive in the interior. You had a gain of no yards the last play. You just gave up a sack. Put your quarterback, put the football out on the perimeter in space.
They'll run it on 3rd and goal. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Utah! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they stretch the lead to 13. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they finished it off with the score from the 4. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but, man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity to create some momentum, cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the third quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. Back to pass, it's Peters. On the run, fires downfield. And they'll miss the connection here on third down. Stanford lines up to punt it away. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
He looks that one in nicely. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
That play right there really shows you the trust between the quarterback and his wide receiver. They've obviously worked for hours all season long on these routes near the sideline. Nice throw, great catch.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Getting some heat. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Pressure coming. Trying to make magic with his feet. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Less than a yard to go to pick up the first down. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Unleashes one deep. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone. 3rd and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already 4-down territory? Caught near the sticks. It's McConnell. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. And that ball is picked off.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
To the air, it's Peters. Good timing on the quick out. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
And he runs a quick out route. And this is a timing route. The quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Looking for room, it's York. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking left. That is just a sideline clinic. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. Starting to get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Unloads to the wideout. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one. Already got a hand on it, it's blocked. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Utes will kick it off to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football falling right out of this quarter.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Power football with the run. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that run.
He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. This Stanford offense moving quickly down the field. Might as well give it to him again.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They've been running it, but now the pass. He finds a soft spot in the middle. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? He sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at 2nd down. It's a draw. Really good pickup on 2nd down there. Leaves them with 3rd and 2.
And oftentimes running backs love drop plays because there's less traffic in front of them. The offensive line is selling pass. The quarterback's selling pass. They don't get the handoff. until the very last possible second. So the D-line's rushed away upfield, and now it's so much easier for these backs to find their holes and pick their lanes.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Let's see what they've got on second down. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And it took the defense a bit to get a handle on him, a little slippery with all those juke movement.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. Now the crowd responding in the red zone, trying to help this defense. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around and make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense, creating the tackle for a loss on first down.
After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. They'll go to the ground. Relying on the run, he gets a couple before he's knocked down. Ball's at the 13. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Looking downfield, it's Peters. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And remember, he's already had one blocked in this game. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. Boy, that field goal really could have helped the mental health, but it's still a 13-point game. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. This could have the earmarks of a wasted drive if they don't come up with something on 2nd down from the 13. He's looking to throw. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Oh, man, the quarterback almost just threw his 2nd interception on as many drives. He's trying to fit that football in there. It gets tipped up in the air. He's lucky that wasn't picked off.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And the Utes will line up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Wants to bring it back. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a high level.
And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down for this offense. He's got it on the right. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
They get suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Fires left. Makes the grab. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. Stanford gets set to snap it on first down. On the run, it's York. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. The lone back's got it. Worked it down to the 22-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on this. So you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. So now on comes the field goal unit. The holder will kneel down at the 29, making it a 39-yard attempt. Field goal is good.
That makes the score Utah 16, Stanford 6.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Fires to the wideout. And this veteran...
The receiver
shot his man that time. Sometimes a quarterback just needs to turn the ball loose. It was like he tried to guide that one in, and it disrupted the timing.
Yeah, and just like in basketball, when you shoot a shot and you start trying to aim it, you really miss. You know, quarterbacks, they got to quickly be able to recognize, do I need to fire it? Do I need to put a little air underneath it? And it's just a tough thing for a quarterback to be able to do. But over time, you see they have less and less mishaps like that.
Grabbed in the middle, it's McConnell. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Leaves it with the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
The Utes are on the move. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Cardinal! The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Utah has the lead here. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw, trying to get to him. He's going to run it. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
They'll throw it on first down. Got him downfield. At the 45 on his way. Open runway ahead. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Utes. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Navy is just getting blown off the field today. It's like they haven't even been competitive. How'd you like to be the network censor on the coaches show this week? They're trailing by 28 to Pittsburgh. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And he takes this from inside the 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. And bottom line, when plays present themselves, you've just simply got to make them.
How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion?
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. He wants to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Albright. He was not going to be denied, discarding tacklers, running behind his pads, and finally down at the 40.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Set up for second and short after that completion. The play action fake. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets them 30+.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
Stanford going back to work with another first down. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball is at the 17. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll leave it with him. The offense coughs it up, and they were on the move. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Oh, and it's a hit like that that will absolutely light up the sideline, light up the stadium, change the momentum, and help you win a football game, because that hit is what caused that fumble.
The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Across the 10, got it out to the 14. That's a gain of 5.
Yeah, and he's shown you a little bit of everything today. Shows you why he's a really good back. And the line's paved some holes. And he's right at 99 yards. And the way this game's going with the lead, he's going to get a few more touches, break that century mark. And when you do, you have a great chance of winning football games.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
At the 16-yard line. 3rd down.
This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. 3rd and short from inside the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. This will be picked off. Maybe just the turning point they needed. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Stanford!
How fast did this game just change? Offense in the lead with the football, looking great. Defense makes the big play. We've got ourselves a ball game now.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do have it. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You've got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Handoff to the lone back. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
When the offense can run the football and you can feature a guy like this that will get more yards than his block, that you can really depend on, hangs on to the football, like it makes offense super easy, especially down the stretch when you want to eat that clock and you want to possess the football. Just nice to have that kind of guy.
Looking for room. It's Freeman. Right midfield, he's got room. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. We've reached a 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. They go to the draw. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. Wide receiver now comes in motion. He wants to throw here on second down. Got his man downfield. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Utes have it with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to him. He finds his man. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. And the defense in desperation mode, trying to hang on to give their team a chance. And they'll take a knee.
Yeah, and the good thing about that knee, this team gets back to 500. Still early in the season, we've got time to stack some wins together to create some momentum.